shows the amount of opportunity that lies in Instagram in 2019 and even in coming years. So for people who don't know what Instagram is a photo sharing mobile app. It used to be a photo sharing app, but you can even add the videos in nowadays. It was launched in 2010 and then it was acquired by Facebook. So you can see the growth trajectory of Instagram by yourself, how much it has grown from 2015 to 2019, and it is expected to rise at an exponential rate in 2020 as well. Now I'll be sharing some stats with you just to show you how popular Instagram is. So almost 800 million plus Instagram accounts are active every month. That's a huge number. And the best part is that out of those 800, 500 million plus Instagram accounts are active every day. So 500 plus million people are using Instagram on a daily basis. And if you're looking for business opportunity or marketing your business on Instagram, you can see the stats here that 80% of the accounts follow a particular business on Instagram. So it's not just for the personal use or people don't follow the businesses. Rather, it's a great branding strategy to acquire customers through Instagram as well. And nowadays, the new feature of Instagram stories is killing it. It has already killed Snapchat. So people are using more and more Instagram stories on a daily basis. So let's check Instagram on similarweb.com how it performs. So instead of opening the mobile app, I'll be opening the website of Instagram here. And let's see the SimilarWeb stats of Instagram. That's a huge number. 3.2 billion people are using Instagram on a monthly basis. And look at the time on site. Almost 6 minutes and 28 seconds. So the audience retention is also very good with Instagram. So let's see detailed stats of Instagram. Look at the global rank of 5. It's the 5th most popular website on the internet. So the stats speak for themselves. Instagram is a hugely popular network and it's something that you should not let go in 2019 and in coming years. So let's focus on why should you even try Instagram marketing. So your objective can be anything. If you're an individual, you might be focused on getting more followers or creating a following or becoming an influencer. But if you're a business, you are looking for more customers. So Instagram is an amazing branding opportunity, and as well as you can easily acquire customers from Instagram as well. The best part about Instagram is the higher engagement with visual content. One of the primary reasons people are moving away from Facebook and more towards Instagram is because of the visual content. You don't have to read the text, rather you can just look at the images and the videos. You'll even see this trend in Facebook. You'll see that Facebook is pushing more towards the video content. Even if you run the video ads, you'll see that your cost is much less compared to a banner ad. All this is because Facebook is giving a big push to the video content on Facebook. You'll see the image on the right here that Instagram engagement with brands is 10 times higher than Facebook. And because people love visual content, they tend to stay more on Instagram. Even for me and my clients, I'm pushing hard on Instagram ads. I'm seeing great ROI on my ad spend. The targeting options are great. You can easily segment your audience. In all, it's a marketer-friendly platform. If you are not using Instagram in 2019 either to gain a following or driving customer for your business, then you are losing out on a big chunk of revenue. You'll see so many Instagram influencers promoting various products, not just influencers, even the popular actors and actresses associating themselves with a brand and getting paid a huge amount just for promoting the brand. So let's start with the first step of setting up your profile. Either you are opening a new account or you just want to optimize your current account. Follow all the steps that I'll be telling you in the next few minutes and your account will be perfectly optimized for Instagram. So let's start first with the username. Choosing the perfect Instagram username. So let's see some case studies so that you can understand this point. Whenever you're choosing a username, you have to think about your niche first. So let's say if you want to create an account about dogs. So if your username has the main keyword like dog, then it will be much more beneficial for you. Just like in our SEO video, you must have seen that keywords play an important part in Google search engine rankings. Similarly, if you want more followers, if you want to be found by a new audience, then you have to optimize your profile for keywords. Yes, hashtags also play an important part, but keywords are also equally important. You have to first define a list of keywords that are related to your niche. In all, just few strategies will be changed, but primarily the whole concept of optimizing your profile will be somehow similar to search engine optimization. So let's take the example here I have taken two examples of men's fashion and guitar center. So here you see that this profile is all about fashion images, fashion videos, and look at the beautiful username they have, men fashion, directly defining their audience. Men Fashion. This channel is all about fashion for men. So for them, the two most important keywords are fashion and men. And by incorporating these two main keywords in their username, people can easily find them and hence they have a huge following of 581k followers. I agree that keyword was not the only reason how they have been able to grow so much, but yes, it played a major role. Similarly, here another example of Guitar Center. This Instagram account is all about guitars. So why not have a username related to guitar? And also look at how clean the username is. There's no underscore, there's no numeric number. Clean Guitar Center, clean two-word username. I know in 2019 it will be extremely difficult to find clean usernames, but yes, you can still try to find a good one. So if you have the keyword in your username, it will benefit your profile. So now let's talk about optimizing the Instagram bio. You have to understand that Instagram only gives one particular place where you can promote a link, and that is your bio, and that too just one single link. Not in your post, not in your comments, you cannot promote any link on Instagram apart from your bio. So that becomes the most prime real estate for any marketer. Because you want to drive customers or prospective customers from Instagram to your landing page or to any other place where you want them or where you can monetize them. So there's a particular style or a template that you should use to create your Instagram bio that has been giving the best results. So I have again few examples here. Let's start with Men Fashion again. You can see that the bio first indicates what this channel is all about. A guide to men's fashion, luxury, lifestyle. So with just few keywords, they have been able to define their Instagram page. So anyone who comes onto this page, they'll instantly know, okay, this channel is about men's fashion, luxury and lifestyle. They've also included an email address here, mfsocialads@gmail.com. This is for collaboration or business inquiries, or let's say if you have a good following and a company wants to contact you, so they can easily find this email address and contact you for collaboration. So always have a point of contact here as well on Instagram bio. And the most important part, your link. Here they have a link to a particular website. Let's open the website and see how cleverly they have also mentioned the word sale here in the URL, because this will increase the CTR and more people will be clicking on the link just to the word sale. And you can see for yourself how they are monetizing their audience. They have a huge following of 581k followers. Their channel is good. Their engagement is good on the pictures. You can see that almost 3,000 to 5,000 people are engaging with the post. And now they are driving people to this particular website and where they are selling t-shirts. Because unlike YouTube, you cannot show ads on Instagram, so you won't be able to monetize through AdSense or any other way. So the only way to make money is either by selling your own products or by affiliate marketing by selling someone else's product or promoting a particular product by brand collaboration. So here they have decided to go for selling the products either of a brand or they may be making affiliate commission here. Let's take the case of Organifi. This is one of a very good company that I've been following for multiple months now. You can see for yourself how clear their bio is. Organic Superfood blends. And the best part about their bio is they are using emojis in a very innovative way. Emojis have always increased the audience retention. Be it Facebook ads or Instagram ads, whenever you are using emoji, it creates a much more personal touch and hence a much more engagement or either on your post or even on your Facebook ads. Similarly, they are using emojis in a much smarter way. Again, a very clean bio with just the keywords non-GMO, gluten-free and plant-based. So probably in their market or in their niche, these three must be the main constraint of people before making a purchase. So clearing all the doubts of people before they can even click the link and hence increasing the CTR of the link. Here they are using Bitly. Bitly is used to track the link clicks because Instagram won't be giving you the analytics for the link clicks. So by using a Bitly link shortener, you can shorten your main link by Bitly and track the link clicks on Bitly. I really like this particular line, shipping worldwide with a earth symbol. So it clearly grabs my attention and also clears one of my biggest doubts since I'm in India, whether I'll be able to buy this or not. Shipping worldwide, yes, they will be delivering to India and I can easily then click the link and complete my purchase. We'll take one more example. This is more for the personal branding space. Even if you want to become an influencer, this will help. Pat Flynn is one of the biggest influencer in the online marketing space. I love how he relates his family values to his entrepreneurship journey. You can see the first line he mentions his husband and father. So he creates a trust with his audience. Again, he is using the main keywords: entrepreneur, best-selling author, podcaster, and speaker. He has just launched his new physical product. This is why he is promoting it on this Instagram bio link. Again, a very clean, simple bio with the main keyword describing the person. Here, by using the words like best-selling author, speaker, he's showing authority and he's showing that yes, people like him, people are listening to him. He is a best-selling author, so yes, he must. Another profile in the online marketing space or in the personal influencer niche, you can see Amy Porterfield. She is another online marketing expert. So her first line is online marketing expert. She's also using emojis to make her bio much more interesting, helping entrepreneurs build engaged email list. Her niche is all about building email list, online courses and profitable webinars. So that's the line she has tried to incorporate in her bio, helping entrepreneurs build engaged email list, online courses and profitable webinars. So if someone visits her Instagram page, they will instantly know, yes, Amy Porterfield is all about online marketing and helping people build email list, creating online courses and profitable webinars. And then she is making a pitch for people to click on the link. I really like the way she has used the hand emoji to drive people to click the link. This will also must have increased the CTR of the link. So this is how you can create a bio for yourself. Put the main keywords here, show authority and drive people to click on the link wherever you want the people to go. So the next step is perfecting your Instagram display picture. So let's again learn it from various case studies. We'll take the same case studies here again. So let's talk about this particular page. Men's fashion. They have this PNG image or more like an icon form and also clearly mentioning men fashion. Honestly, I still think that they could have used a different font because this one doesn't look much nicer. Because this one could have been better. But then again, the whole purpose of profile pic is to show what your page is all about, and it clearly indicates that this channel is all about men's fashion by representing a suit. Again, they've used a very simple guitar related image, so clearly indicating this, yes, this channel is all about guitar. One good strategy is to also follow the color scheme in your post. So let's say if your channel is following a particular color theme or a scheme, then you can use the same color theme in your image as well, just to create consistency. Let's take the case of Organifi. So their brand is all about healthy living and eating green foods. So they have this Organifi juice, which you can create green juice. So they have created this branding in the form of green color. So they have used their logo. You'll see majority of the brands use their logo as the profile pic because that is consistent with their brand. So if you are an individual influencer who want to increase their followers or want to become an influencer, then always use a smiling shot, because like here for Pat Flynn, he's looking straight into the camera and a very happy smile, looking happy. So this will always create a good impact whenever you're choosing a profile pic. And even when you're choosing a profile pic, make sure it's high quality. If you don't have access to a DSLR, maybe you can find a friend who can click your picture, a good portrait shot with blurred background and clearly a happy or a smiling face always helps. Similarly, the case of Amy Porterfield, again here, you'll see she's an online marketing expert, an influencer in this particular niche. Again, a portrait shot, clicked a high quality picture with a smiling face. We'll be talking about choosing the right hashtag and the best time to post in next few minutes. So let's go to the next slide. First, let's discuss about content strategy, because this is an extremely important step in your overall growth of your Instagram page. Without the right content strategy, your Instagram account will definitely fail and your marketing will not give you positive results. And I see one common trend among all the people who want to scale their Instagram is that they are not consistent. Consistency is extremely important in this world. Even if you're any kind of influencer or even if you're a brand, consistency is what will make you seem memorable and also keep your brand refreshed in the minds of people you want to target. So let's say if you're a YouTuber, if you're not uploading videos on a consistent basis, then people will forget you and they'll move to the second alternative they have. So if you want to grow on any channel, be it YouTube, be it Instagram, be it Twitter or any other channel where you can create an audience, make sure you're consistent, make sure you're helpful, talk to your audience, engage with your audience and create content that your audience actually wants. And the third point, which is extremely important, is creating high quality images and not being lazy in this. People still think that creating high quality images is extremely difficult, but they don't know about the free softwares out there on the internet, which makes the whole job of creating high quality images much more easier. So let's say if you're an influencer, I know if you want those portrait shot or those candid shots, you'll need someone with a good DSLR and a good lens to click those portrait shots. Let's say if you are creating a page about guitar or dogs or like fitness, anything related to a particular hobby, then you can easily create high quality content, that too at a very fast rate. I'll be showing you in few minutes all the free softwares that you can use to create high quality images, and also you can use the same images uploaded by your competitors or different channels and again use them on your channel as well. I'll be showing you how you can do that as well. So creating high quality content is not a very complicated process if you know the right steps. So let's see the content strategy of this particular Instagram account, Guitar Center. I love their engagement. See, they have 1.1 million follower, but their images are generating 6k, 10k. This particular image is generating 16.9k likes. The reason this particular image garnered so many likes was because they targeted a particular emotional angle. RIP Jim Dunlop, maybe he's some kind of a big name in the guitar industry, and that's why people praise the image by liking the image. So this is something that you could incorporate in your content strategy as well by creating an emotional angle. People don't want to be sold to. People want to be happy, people want to be empathetic. So whenever you're targeting a particular emotion, you'll see you'll get much more engagement compared to the ordinary ones. So Instagram is not just about putting any image, you also have to be very strategic about it. You should know what type of content is well suited for your audience and what type of content will bring an emotional response from your audience. Let's see about this image, 21.9k likes. So now they are showing a particular image and they are mentioning one of the America's most legendary tattoo artists, Martin Guitar. Maybe he's some kind of a popular guy. And see how they are using the hand emoji to drive people to click on the link in the bio. So they are using this hand emoji to check out the details and learn more. Click the link in the bio. So this is how they are driving people to check their profile and then click in the bio and then make money from that. Earlier I told you that I'll be telling you more about finding the right hashtag. See, they also have found few hashtags for them like Guitar Center, GC, hashtag Martin. They must have tested all the various hashtags and these hashtags must have given them the best response or the most like. That's why they must have decided to use them. And also there are two strategies of using hashtag. Some people use it in the caption. Some people add it as a second comment to their image because that also drives engagement. It's all about testing. Honestly, in my experience of using Instagram and for my clients, I've seen that Instagram is all about testing. If let's say one technique is working for me, then it might not work for you. So when we talk about content strategy, first you have to understand that you have to find images or content related to your niche of the page. Let's take the case here of men's fashion again. Let's click any of the image here. So you can see a beautiful car here. So definitely people will be attracted to the image. One thing you have to understand is that if you'll add the ordinary images or the same content that everyone else is posting, then you won't be able to get the engagement. The reason is very simple. If people are seeing the same kind of content again and again, they won't be interested in it. You have to find images or videos which can drive attention. In 2019, the whole game is all about attention. Even in the YouTube videos of your popular YouTubers, you will see that they are trying to grab your attention. They'll pick the most important part of the video and then try to present it in a line or a clickbaity line in the intro of the video just so that you can watch the video till the end. Because on YouTube, the most important parameter is watch time. So they want to increase the watch time of their video and that is why they are trying to grab your attention. Similarly on Instagram, the most important parameter is again attention. And if you have the attention of people, you'll drive much more engagement. And if you're driving much more engagement, then Instagram will again give you organic boost and you'll get much more people to see your posts. Again, you will see for the hashtag, they are using the hashtags related to their particular niche, which is men's fashion, gentleman style, fashion, Lamborghini and cargasm. In the use of hashtag, there are again two different typology. Some people prefer to use many hashtags in their images and some people tend to keep it only to 5 to 7 hashtags per post. Again, it's all about testing. The more you test, the more you'll be able to understand what is working in your particular niche. You can also see the various competitors in your particular niche. Like in men's fashion, I can go to various pages or various different Instagram accounts who have already garnered a huge amount of following and then look at their images. What kind of hashtag strategy are they using? And also I'll recommend you to note down all the hashtags that your competitors are using and again test it in your post and see which hashtags are driving the most engagement for you. And then pick the ones that are working for you. Instagram is something that I cannot give you a direct a word by word script or a particular steps that yeah, follow this and you'll get massive amount of following. Instagram is all about testing. The more you test, the more clearer the picture will be for you on how to grow your Instagram account easily. So now let's talk about the time strategy. One of the most common question I get asked by the people is that at what time should they post? Again, my answer will seem repeated, but then again, it's all about testing again. Even whenever I'm getting a new client, I just tell my team to test the different timings because you never know what audience are responding to. But yes, if you're living in a time zone like India, then try to post it in the morning like at around 8:30 to 9 because that's the time people are going to the office or they have just reached the office. So they have not started working, so they want to enjoy a little. So they have the tendency to open Instagram and go through their feed. So 8:30, 8 a.m. time is good. Similarly in the afternoon at around 1:30, when it's somewhere close to the lunch time, then again it's a good time to post because people have just worked for 3 to 4 hours. Now they want to relax. So they usually open their Instagram to browse through their feeds. And at that time, if you'll post, you'll see, you might see a good engagement on your post. And similarly at around 6:30 and around 9:30 p.m. Similarly, at around 6:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. will give you much better results. But then again, it's all about testing. Maybe your audience is engaging at a much different time. So again, test, test, and test. Testing is the key to success on Instagram. So now let's talk about hashtag. I've already given you a brief that the best way to find hashtag is going through your competitors, look at what hashtags they are using, and then making a notepad file or a Evernote file and copy pasting all the hashtags that your competitors are using. And then using few of the hashtags from that particular list on your post and then track which hashtags are giving you the maximum engagement. Hashtags can be of various types like location specific, lifestyle specific, brand specific, and so many different other categories. But if you'll go through all of them, you'll just get confused. So if you're just starting out, then my strategy and my recommendation will be go through all the other accounts that are already getting good engagement on Instagram. Look at their hashtag strategy, look at their timing strategy, look at their posting strategy, look at their content strategy, and then try to drive some inferences from that. And then try to replicate that in your strategy and see which particular hashtag or which particular timing or which particular type of content is giving you the most engagement. In the end, the goal is all about engagement because if your posts are getting more engagement, then Instagram will boost you organically and it will be showing your post to a much wider audience and you'll be able to garner much more followers. So I won't be giving you a direct strategy on finding the hashtag. I'll keep that on you that you will do your due research. You'll look at your competitors, make a complete list of hashtags and then test it in your own Instagram strategy. So the biggest hurdle people have is to grow their brand new Instagram account to at least the benchmark of 1000 followers. I see so many people doing the mistake of buying the Instagram followers from these various idiotic websites like Fiverr.com or any other similar website. Trust me, that's not worth it. You're just wasting your money. So I have a few strategies for you that you can use to grow your Instagram followers to at least the benchmark of 1000 followers, and then you can use the advanced strategies to grow it to a much better scale of 10,000 or 100,000 followers. So the one strategy that I personally use whenever I'm building a brand new Instagram account is the follow unfollow. So to implement this follow unfollow technique, it's honestly pretty simple. This won't work if you are targeting 10,000 or 15,000 followers, but yes, to reach your 1000 followers mark, all you have to do is make a list of all the competitors. Let's take the example of this particular channel, Men's Fashion. So all the fashion related channel are the competitor of this particular channel. So let's search for fashion, teaching men's fashion. So this is relevant. Okay. So here you can copy the URL and add it to a particular notepad file. And the best part about Instagram is that it recommends suggested channel. So when you click this particular arrow, you will see all the suggested channel who are in the fashion niche or maybe in the men fashion niche. So you can go to Blueman or this whatever this channel is or Hudson and Main, and you can find for yourself whether these channels are suited for your particular audience or not. Again, you can see the bio here, clean bio with a business email ID and men's hair YouTuber. So he is probably into the men's hair. It might again be relevant to the men's fashion. So this particular account also you can copy in your notepad file. Similarly, again, you can click here on the arrow button and find more channels. So this way you can create 30 to 40 different channels who are your main competitors. And then what you have to do is click on their followers and follow all these accounts. So just click here, follow all these accounts. So I've seen that 20 to 30% people do follow back your channel. So if you're following 100 people, you can easily get 20 to 30 followers back on your account, and then you can unfollow all these people. I know this sounds like a very shady technique, but this is what every influencer or even the advanced influencer marketers are using to grow their channel to the at least the initial mark of 1000. This is not a scalable technique, and I won't even recommend you to do on a very longer duration, because Instagram will then just flag your account as spamming and your account might even get banned. So do this only till you're getting at least like 1000 followers, and then stop doing this technique. Because I'm not interested in them, I'll just unfollow them here. And also Instagram has a limit of how many you can follow in a particular hour. I think it's close to 50 or 40. So you'll have to do this on an hourly basis. So maybe just follow 40-50 accounts per hour. Do this for a couple of days and you'll easily reach the 1000 follower mark. But before doing this technique, I'll still recommend you to at least add 10 to 15 different posts in your profile, because whenever someone will click on your profile, because let's say if you follow someone, so they will be getting a notification, so they will visit your profile here. And if your profile looks like this, only a profile pic, no bio, no post, no one will follow you back. So make sure you have a clean bio, at least 10 to 15 different good looking posts, highly engaging posts, a good profile pic, and this will increase your follow back count to maybe even much more than 20, 30 or maybe even 50 people follow you back if you're following the 100. So this is what you can do to get your initial 1000 followers. But don't scale it, don't do it after you have reached the 1000 followers, because your account might get banned. So the second technique that you can use to grow your Instagram account for 1000 to 10,000 followers is using shout for shout technique. Again, this technique is not highly scalable, but this is something that all the Instagram influencers are doing, all the popular Instagram account users are doing, and even the Instagram marketing experts are using to grow the follower count of their clients or for themselves. So what is this technique? So let's take the example of Men Fashion. In the bio of this particular account, you will see this particular text, Kik:*Fast Chat. So Kik is extremely popular in Instagram marketing space. So to do this shout for shout technique, you'll first have to install this Kik application on your Android or iOS phone. So Kik, Android. So this is the application Kik. This is another messenger kind of application, but for Instagram marketing, it's hugely popular. So just like you can create a WhatsApp group, similarly on Kik also you can create groups and you can join those groups. So there are many Instagram marketing shout out groups where you can join them. So let's say you want a shout out at this particular channel. What does a shout out mean? So this is a shout out, like here you can see that this particular username, I don't know who this is, but let's say if you want a shout out from this channel, so they'll create a post for their particular account, and in the description or in the caption, they'll mention your account and ask their followers to follow your account. So why would a channel even do this for you? Unless you're offering them money, right? So this is how the Instagram shout out works. Primarily another monetization channel for an Instagram account holder is selling shout outs. So let's say another fashion related account wants a shout out from this particular channel. So what they can do is either they can email them here, mfsocialads@gmail.com, that what is the price for one particular shout out from your channel, or they can join their Kik channel. So if they want to buy the shout out, they'll just email them, decide on a particular payment, transfer the money and buy the shout out. Second is Kik. They can join this Kik, and on Kik there are multiple communities, multiple groups. So what they do is they help each other out. So there are various shout for shout communities. So let's say if you have 2000 followers on your account, so you can join a particular Kik community which includes all the members who are in the range of 1000 to 5000. So what they do is, let's say a group has 20 members and all of them have around 1000 to 5000 followers, and all of them are in the, let's say, the fashion niche. So what they'll do is they'll decide on a particular time of a day, and all the 19 accounts will give a shout out to a one particular account. This will increase the engagement of that one particular account. A lot of people will start following that account and the overall follower count will increase. Similarly, what you do is then a second account is chosen from all those 20 accounts, and then the same process is repeated for the second account. So this process helps everyone, all the members of the Kik group. All of them gain the benefit of getting more followers. But you'll have to make sure that no one will accept you in the group if you just have 1000 followers, and if you're expecting to be included in a group of, let's say, members who have 50,000 plus followers, you will be rejected. So trying to find groups who are in your follower range and then join them and help each other out. It's an extremely easy way to grow your Instagram following. So whenever we are talking about shout for shout, either you can join kick groups to help each other out. You can email the similar